Hello, here with me today to deliver Phase 2 of our Unilever presentation is Grace Kim, Jessica McCann, and myself, Jake Lennon. During Phase 1, we collectively gathered literature research on the history of hygiene, as well as modern statistical research on hygiene habits and hand washing routines that are evident in Australia and South Korea. Analytical research harvested from critical thinking and observational experience collected during a recent trip to South Korea were explored and defined during the research phase. We then briefly identified the key cultural differences that we gathered from our research.
For the second phase, we will provide you with an insight on our project development. We have so far explored the culture patterns that exist in our collected research, and after analysing each country separately, we have concluded some possible localised solutions. From the literature research conducted during Phase 1, we established that there are three main practices developed by each country, which in turn has shaped the culture. The main differences in culture are South Koreans are very interested in technological advancements, and even the elderly are quite tech savvy. Australians have an interest in technological products, but it is not evident in everyday culture. South Koreans enjoy a lifestyle indulged in retail and cosmetic shopping, while Australian culture encourages an outdoor lifestyle. Australians spend most of their time in the backyard, the bush, and on beaches, where hand washing is not always an easy option. In South Korea, people prefer to eat indoors and use chopsticks, while in Australia there are a lot of opportunities to eat with only your hands. The weather is another important difference, as South Korea experiences more defined seasons than Australia. This explains why the Australian culture has evolved to love the outdoors, as it is considerably warmer throughout the year. The evident culture of fashion and technology in South Korea could be linked to the longer cold seasons they experience.
The defining feature of today's Australia is not only the cultural diversity of its people, but the extent to which they are united by an overriding and unifying commitment. Similarities between both Australia and South Korea in terms of each country's features are their cultural diversity in populations. Both Australia and South Korea are a product and blend of established traditions and new influences, in that the extent to which they are unified are through their shared values for cultural identity. The types of brands and products that people of both regions use reflects the diversity of their society as influenced within a westernised world. Both regions rely heavily on transport as a means of travelling. Cafes are used for the same objective of hanging out, grabbing coffee, or simply catching up with mates and friends. The influence of South Korea as a tech-savvy country has influenced Australia in connecting to the World Wide Web of online retail. Considering how far apart in distance Australia is from South Korea, we're moving along within the developed world at an ever-growing, fast pace.
After analysing the existing cultures in South Korea, we have found that there is a clear aim for a solution that covers their interest in technological advancements, as well as brand and fashion identity. We've decided to target our solution for South Korea in a way that builds brand knowledge and a popularity of Unilever. We will also try to adapt to the culture of South Korea based on technology and brand identity. We would like to influence South Koreans to respect hand hygiene and build a relationship with the Unilever name. An example of this could be to design an application system that advertises the importance of hand hygiene and make it fashionable. The use of app technology will encourage a tech-driven population to get involved. We understand from our research that South Koreans are aware of the importance of hand washing and have been voted the top country of Asia to vaccinate and avoid the spread of disease. With this knowledge, we have tried to avoid educating the South Korean population, but try to promote the market of Unilever name so it becomes a brand of choice. To achieve this, we will need to follow Unilever's 5 levers of change and try to design an application that is easy to use and understand. It needs to incorporate Unilever's brand identity to familiarise the name, and a point or need of the app has to be identified to ensure that it's fun and worthwhile.
South Korea recognizes the importance of stressing hygienic practices upon children, due to vulnerability to diseases and proper upbringing for the future. As they focus more on children, visual appeal is a key strategy. Popular children's cartoon animated, engaging in proper hygiene with an educational song is well received amongst children. These animations are also uploaded onto social media sites such as YouTube and blogs for those to view multiple times. Games are also available for download on smartphones and tablets, which show children proper ways of washing hands through interaction with the characters and music.
We also looked at different areas of Australia and came up with several solutions where a product would work best at achieving an improvement in hand hygiene. We found that more than 75% of Australians live a cosmopolitan lifestyle in urban centres, mainly in the capital cities along the coast. We also found that Australians love their leisure, particularly sport, both as a spectator and as a participant. In referring upon these facts and our own daily observations of living in Australia, we have found certain solutions that might require an end product that is accessible by everyone. Australia's elderly population is growing, requiring an opportunity for a product to be accessible without the exclusion of arthritis and other health conditions preventing certain product use. Creating a product of lightweight and small in size will make it much easier to travel with and to use on the go. Many Australians every day use some form of public transport. In summer, many families travel to the beach, and the last thing they need to worry about is finding a bathroom to wash their kids' hands. Designing the product that requires no water when the product is in use will improve the sustainability during the product use lifestyle and improve the efficiency for cleansing hands. No water, less time, easy and effective.
Portability is a key element in outdoor engaging societies such as Australia. Some of the hygiene products that exist today in Australia are hand sanitizers, antibacterial wipes, and foam soaps. Hand sanitizer is an alcohol-based liquid which effectively kills 99.9% of germs through rubbing hands together, no need for water or a towel. Antibacterial wipes are pre-moistened wipes which clear away dirt particles and bacteria. Antibacterial foam is a liquid soap when dispersed from the container is in a foam state which contains moisturizing properties.
During Phase 2, we have drawn upon research gathered in Phase 1 to discover the cultural differences and similarities for both Australia and South Korea. Using these findings, we were able to discuss our project direction for each country separately based upon their cultural needs. For Phase 3, we will refine the possible solutions discussed today. We will also try to apply a more specific and localized approach to each design solution. The refinements of our proposed solutions will require more research for Phase 3. We thank you for listening and we appreciate your comments and feedback.